Rangel Ranch, a love to hold. Our heart's frontier.
Look at this. Look at this thing. Hi, welcome to Rangel Ranch. Well, this week is their organizing week. We're organizing a little bit the animals, or starting to organize a little bit the animals. And I'll be showing to you during this video. Enjoy. There's something that I always say to myself now. When I used to work and be a leader of a group of more than 100 people.
Attention on deck. At ease, men.
We had on my 20th era, since 22 to 29 to 30, I had around 100 people under my command. And I learned something valuable that I'm using right now. First, the most valuable thing is that you have to be clean and organized in any type of business that you can ever, there's no successful business if you're not organized. That's one of the things I learned working with people and being the boss of more than 100 people. And now that I'm my own boss and I'm me, myself, and I working, I have to say it to myself. And sometimes you get caught up with work, caught up with other things, and you don't follow the rules. And that has consequences. And I had the consequences, Let's say things so little as the chickens, okay? If you're not organized with your laying chickens, you're not going to have eggs. And that I had on my self experience. So I experienced myself. I have 10 or 11 hens that are laying, and I'm having two or three eggs if I have luck, because I have not been organized in that area. So now I am going to start organizing. And this thing here, I got it first with my sister for birds. Well, they're going to be birds, but not the type of birds. But we'll do that arrangement later, because we want to have birds here. And we want to save birds. Like if you can see my previous videos about the plan for this cage, even though I thought it was bigger, but it can work if I get like 2 of these and put it together, and work on it. But that's a later project. I'm going to do it, but for now this is going to be laying hens for eggs, so this is the coop. And what I'm going to do is, so the project is, I'm going to bring all the laying hens here, and they're going to sleep in that coop, but that coop is for...
We mustn't panic. We mustn't panic.
No more than 6. So I have to bring at least 7, no more than that.
What's the next plan?
So they can, because they can sleep down and they can sleep on the upper side. So I can have like 7 here, and I'm going to put here the ones that I know they're laying, but I'm not going to keep them in there. I'm going to teach them how to be outside, because there's a lot of space, there's a lot of bugs. I want them to hunt. I want them to get protein. Okay, and the feed that I'm going to put them for now is going to be only to attract them back at night, at evening, 5, 6, I'll call them back. They'll come, they'll eat, and I'll close the door. In the morning,
Company, attention!
I open the gate or the door, and they'll be spread around this area. I want them to be in this area. How can I convince them to be in this area? Well, I'll just put some feed a little bit the first week all around here, and that should do. So that's organization. That's being organized with one thing. As soon as I finish this project, that's easy. I already brought the coop. That's the hardest thing, is the coop. It was heavy. I had to bring it here. I'll go with the ducks.
Do ba 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 do boo do a boo ba do boo boo ba do.
After that, after the hens, I'll go with the ducks. I have to separate the ducks from the pig and the roosters, because the roosters fight. The ducks need water. The pig breaks and damages every single pool I put. So I need to, and the pig eats all the duck eggs. I haven't had one duck egg. Not even one duck egg, because they're gone. You know, the pig and the ducks are birds that doesn't matter where they put the eggs. They put the eggs wherever they want. And if they have a big space, you're going to be egg hunting, Easter egg hunting every day. So the pig knows where they lay the eggs, so she eats the eggs. And that's not bad, but she doesn't share. She doesn't share with me. So the duck eggs are better. I love the duck eggs. They have more nutrients, but I haven't had duck eggs, even though I have a lot of ducks. And I have ducks males and ducks females. So on the next season, I want to have little ducks.
Yes! Yes, yes!
I want to have hatching, and I want to, have our own experience with baby ducks. We had it last year with the chickens. I want to have it this year with the baby ducks. So I have to prepare the area, make an enclosure, and then put the pool for the ducks. So you have seen this in almost half of my videos, that I have this. You know the pool? It's supposed to be a pool, but look at it. Pool. My God. Why you do that? Because the pig got in, bent it. I think it's not broken. It bent it, and it's not a pool anymore. And, well, this is the water feed for the pig. So this water feed, I'm going to put it in that area. I'm going to put here, I have to take this out. That's the tree that fell in the second hurricane. No, the third hurricane, in less than 12 months. So this tree I have to clean up. So I'm going to put up a fence here. And this is the entry. So I got the entry for the ducks. And this coop is going to be for the ducks. So I'm going to open this area here. And the ducks are going to have this area, this coop, and a little bit of this area here with a pool. This is going to go over there, so that they're going to be organized. So without the intervention of the pig and the roosters, the ducks and the geese are going to be more organized. They're going to have a pool. I'm going to make a little bigger pool. I'm going to start with a blue little plastic pool, but then I want to make like a little pond with the water feature and everything, but that's in the second project. But first I'm going to enclose them, and they're going to be happy in this area without the duck and without the pig, and without the emu, and without the roosters. So the big area is going to be for the emu that needs a big space, and the pig. And for now, the roosters, because the roosters, I'm going to have 2 roosters only. And I'm going to keep them separate from the hens during the year, only on spring, so they can make little babies. So that's organization. You organize what you got, and then after you got that, you can move forward for other projects, because you can't have everything disorganized and thinking that you're going to move on. You're not going to move on. You're not going to succeed if you not organize it in every step of the way. So you can start things without knowing what you're doing. You can start things with no knowledge, but then you can learn from it and then organize it and then make it productive, make it worth it. Because I spend money on them. You know, not only taking care of them, I take energy and I feed them. And in the future, my goal is not to buy feed. I said this before. I'm not buying feed. They're going to be fed organically from the ground with a lot of little creatures that there are around here, but I'm going to feed them with some vegetables and stuff, and greens that I'm going to grow that I know they love, and the worms. So eventually, by the mid of next year, I'm going to be buying zero feed for anybody. Okay, probably for the pig, I will have to do it for a little while until I got more production of worms, because the worms is enough. The worms and greens are enough. The papayas and all that, it's going to be enough for feeding the pigs. And that's the other project. I'm going to, next season,
I didn't know you started anything for next season.
I'm going to have some little pigs, and I'm going to produce them and grow them for meat.
Do you want this last pork chop?
I dreamed of the day you'd say that. Oh, your thoughtfulness tastes so good. And tears are the sweetest sauce.
All right, now you're starting to creep me out.
And the chickens too. So that's going to be on that. And in this area, later on, next year, we're going to have goats too. We talked about that before. So first is the first. I'm going to organize the laying chickens, and then I am going to organize the ducks. A lot of work. For the enclosure of the ducks, I thought about it. I was going to buy the poles, the metal poles. It's easier. But I got a lot of these, you know. I got a lot of these, so it just needs a lot more work. But it's going to look better. And I got it already, right? So I'm going to be cutting 6-foot poles and using it for the duck enclosure. And it probably will look better. I totally forgot how useful is this tool.
They called him Machete.
Well, they call it here a machete, but the real pronunciation is machete. You know that this tool conquered wars, guerrilla wars in South America and several parts of Africa. It was a weapon for good and used a weapon for bad. Thousands of people died in Africa by the machete. But it conquered so many good wars, you know, that Simon Bolivar, the most used weapon was with the machete. And I had it laying around, and I totally forgot how useful it is. And I've been using it today, and I'm very happy. You don't have to charge it. You don't have to do maintenance to it. Only you know, uh, sharpen it once in a while. But this is a great tool. I'm going to use it more often.
You did good work, Machete.
So I'm peeling it and cleaning it, letting it dry for a little bit. So I do one, wash the other one, and you see, I don't have to buy poles. I already have them. And they're good ones. They're pine. The machete is still used now in South America and Asian countries. You can use it to harvest bananas, sugar cane. They're used a lot still as a great tool to do lots of stuff. I'm cleaning up this because, well, you know, not to put the fence. But I've been using the machete. I've been using it all morning, and it's awesome. It's really, really good.
Machete is so hot for you.
Just do like this. You have to be careful with your legs, because if you miss it, you can chop off your leg or something.
Oh, Machete, the people need it.
So be careful with the machete. If you like our content,
How do I subscribe?
please give us a thumbs up. That will help our channel grow and other people see what you're looking at. Thank you.
2 very enthusiastic thumbs up.
The fence, I put all the poles, and this is going to be definitely the area for the ducks. You see? This is the duck area. I am going to fix that, you know, put it straight so the ducks can be in sand. It's better for their feet. And this area is going to be nice, so I'm taking that out tomorrow so they can use this coop. They can use this coop and they can sleep in there. So the ducks are going to have a nice area. This fence only goes to here. I didn't measure it, so it goes up to here. So with the leftovers, I'm going to finish here. The leftovers of the coop, I'm going to finish here.
Hold on, it was you? You did it?
And yeah, this area is almost done. So this is going to be the door for this area. Well, actually it has 2 entrances. That door over there and this door over here. So this is going to be isolated from the rest. That's the second step, right? Because over there we're going to put all the chickens that are laying. The tree that fell is almost burnt. Only this little bit. And yeah, we're advancing. At the end of the day, I always stay a little bit resting and looking at what I did that day, and I see the little or the big accomplishment I made for the ranch, for my place, and I feel happy. I feel happy of every day, of every little or big accomplishment I make, and I just stare at everything, just look around, look at the land, look at the peace and quiet of everything, and it makes me love again every day. Love what I did, the risks I'm taking, but it's worth it. It's worth it every day. You see? I'll make this and I'll show you in the next episode probably. Right? I clean up everything here. I'm tired. I'm very tired, but I'm happy. But this is a great tool. I'm going to use it more often. You have to be careful with your legs. See you next episode. Bye.